In this lecture, we'll see about power semiconductor devices and their classification. Power semiconductor devices are broadly classified into three categories: power diode, power transistors, and thyristors. Power transistor is a family of device under which there are many devices, but we'll just see the operation of a power BJT in this lecture. Under thyristors, which is a family of devices, there are many devices, but here we'll see just the operation of a SCR. So if you see here, diode, BJT and SCR, the diode is a two-terminal device. The terminals are anode and the cathode. BJT is a three-terminal device. The terminals are collector, base and emitter. SCR is a three-terminal device. It has an anode, cathode and the gate. The difference between the symbol of diode and SCR is that SCR has got an extra terminal gate. A normal diode will look like this, and a power diode, the difference between a normal diode and a power diode is, the normal diode you have a black color ring at the end, and that is the cathode, whereas in the case of a power diode you have the anode and the cathode marked based on its construction. Let us say how a power diode works. Here, just for the purpose of understanding, LED is shown connected to the diode. If the diode is having forward bias, that is, if the positive of the battery is connected to the anode, negative of the battery is connected to the cathode, and if you have a LED connected, there will be a current flow in the circuit and the LED will be on. Whereas if you connect the negative of the battery to the anode and positive of the battery to the cathode, there will not be any current flow, and so the LED will not glow. So by forward biasing we mean the device is conducting, there is going to be a current flow through the device. By reverse biasing we mean that there is no current flow in the device. So here we see that a diode will conduct only when you give the forward biasing. Once it has started conducting, if you want to switch off the device, you have to remove the power supply. So once the power supply is given, you cannot have any control over the operation of the device. If you want to stop the operation, you have to remove the power supply. So we call that the conduction here is not controlled, it's an uncontrolled device. If you see the operation of a BJT will look like this, and it's a three-terminal device. We see the operation of a power transistor. Here I have shown a NPN transistor. So for a forward biasing condition, you have to have three conditions. The base emitter should be forward biased, that is, the base being a P layer should be connected to the positive, emitter being a N layer should be connected to the negative. That means this PN junction is forward biased, and this emitter is already connected to the negative, so we connect the collector to the positive. So when you connect this collector emitter like this, it becomes reverse biased, and if we give a base current, we say that the device is forward biased. So when forward biasing is done, there will be a current flow in this circuit and this LED will be glowing. If you want to remove the operation, that is, if you want to reverse bias the device, then there is no need to remove the supply. It's enough that the base current is removed from here. Here we see that there is a base current, here there is no base current. If we remove just the base current, the device will be off. So if we want the operation of the device, we can give the base current. After forward biasing the base emitter and reverse biasing the collector emitter, giving the base current, we can make the device on. That is, a current flow can be there from collector to emitter. If you want to switch off the device, simply it is enough to remove the base current. So here we see that when the device is to be switched on or switched off. In both the ways we have a control. Give the base current, the device is on. Remove the base current, the device is off. So we have a control over the operation of the device. The third device is the SCR. SCR will look like this. It's a 3-terminal device. The terminals are anode, cathode and the gate. The operation of the SCR is like this. If anode cathode is forward bias, that is if anode is connected to positive, cathode is connected to the negative, and if we give a gate current, the device is going to allow the current to flow through it. If you remove the gate current after the conduction has started, still the device will conduct. So even if you remove the gate current, the device will be conducting. If you want the device to be off, then the anode current should be completely stopped. So here we can see that we can have a control over its turning on operation. Whenever the device is to be on, we can give the gate current, the device will be on. But if you want to switch off, there is no other go, you have to remove the supply given to the anode cathode. So here we have a control over its turning on, but you do not have a control over its turning off. So based on the aspects what we have seen about diode, BJT and SCR, the classification of the device is done like this. Classification is based on turn on, turn off characteristics, based on gate signal requirements, and based on voltage and current capability. So having seen these devices, we can see that we have the turn on, turn off characteristic classification as uncontrolled turn on and turn off, where once diode is the best example, because when the device is given the supply, it's on, and after that we cannot have any control over the device. So diode comes under the uncontrolled turn on and turn off. When you have the conduction of the SCR, if we see, you can give the gate current. When gate current is given, the device is on, but once the gate current is removed also, the device is on. So over the off condition we do not have any control. So controlled turn on and uncontrolled turn off device is the SCR, and controlled turn on and controlled turn off is a BJT, where if we give the base current, it is on. If we remove the base current, it is off. So BJT comes under the classification control turn on and control turn off. Based on the gate signal requirement, it is classified as continuous and pulsed gate. If the BJT is conducting, the base current should be continuously be available. So continuous conduction is with the base current availability is required for the BJT to conduct. Whereas with the SCR, if you give the gate pulse, it is on. If you remove the gate pulse also, it is on. So it is coming under the capacitor gate requirement. Voltage and current capability, it can be bipolar if it is BJT, unipolar if it is SCR. So the classification of the devices is like this. We can say that the diode is a uncontrolled turn on and turn off device. BJT is a controlled turn on and off device, plus it needs a continuous gate, and SCR is a controlled turn on and uncontrolled turn off device, and it requires a pulsed gate.